Every setback is just another opportunity to prove that you're willing to do whatever it takes to be the best. Being the best means being relentless in your pursuit of improvement and never accepting less than your best effort. You become the best by putting in the work when no one's watching and by pushing yourself when others stop. Do you want to become the best at what you do? Whether it's in business, sports, or any other field, the path to greatness isn't easy, but it's possible for anyone who's truly committed. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is simple: the effort and mindset they bring to the table. In this video, we're going to explore exactly what it takes to be the best, how mastering your craft, staying consistent, and making sacrifices can get you there. It's not about luck or talent, it's about the daily actions you take, the habits you build, and the mental strength you develop along the way. If you're serious about rising to the top, stick with me. I'm going to show you exactly how to outwork the competition and achieve the success you deserve. Let's dive in. Number 1. Master your craft with daily focused and intentional practice. If you want to be the best at anything, you must make a decision that few people ever make. You must commit to daily focused and intentional practice. That means no more waiting for the right moment, no more practicing only when you feel like it, and no more half-hearted efforts. It means showing up every single day with full attention and a clear purpose. That is how greatness is built. That is how mastery is achieved. Most people do not struggle because they lack potential. They struggle because they lack commitment to consistent, high-quality practice. They want to be the best, but they do not train like the best. They expect results without putting in real work. And that is why they never improve. You must understand that every single day of focused practice adds up. Every repetition, every correction, every effort matters. If you want to be the best, you cannot practice randomly. You must have a plan. You must know exactly what you are working on and why. The best in any field do not just practice. They practice with a goal. They know what they need to improve, and they focus on it with precision. Every session has a purpose. Every action is intentional. When you train with intention, you correct your weaknesses instead of repeating the same mistakes. You pay attention to the small details that others ignore. You refine your technique, your skills, and your knowledge. You push yourself to do things better, faster, and more efficiently. You analyze every movement, every decision, and every outcome. And because of that, you improve faster than everyone else. Most people do not see progress because they practice the wrong way. They go through the motions, they show up, but they are not fully engaged. They repeat the same things without making real adjustments. They think time alone will make them better, but time is wasted if you are not practicing correctly. You must be fully present in every session. You must focus on quality, not just quantity. There is a difference between doing something and mastering it. Anyone can practice, but very few people practice with absolute focus. Mastery requires deep concentration. It requires full effort. It requires you to eliminate distractions and give 100% of your energy to what you are doing. The best performers in the world have trained themselves to stay locked in. When they practice, nothing else exists. You must train yourself to be completely absorbed in your work. When you practice, your mind must be on the task. Your energy must be in every action. You must learn to shut out everything that does not matter. The people who rise to the top are not the ones who practice the most. They are the ones who practice the best. Most people do not practice long enough to see results. They get frustrated when they do not see immediate progress, and they quit. But mastery does not happen overnight. It takes years of disciplined effort. It takes patience. It takes a willingness to do the hard work, even when the results are not visible yet. If you only practice when you feel like it, you will never be great. You must be disciplined enough to put in the work every single day, no matter what. The best understand that improvement is a slow process. They know that mastery comes from repetition, from correction, from pushing limits. They do not expect to see progress instantly. They trust the process. They commit to the work, and because they stay consistent, they separate themselves from the rest. Your practice must be structured. Do not just work on what you are already good at. Challenge yourself. Push into areas where you struggle. Growth happens when you step outside of what is comfortable. If you are not struggling, you are not improving. If you are not making mistakes, you are not pushing hard enough. The best train at the edge of their abilities. They push themselves until they break through limitations. You must track your progress. If you do not measure your improvement, you will never know if you are getting better. The best athletes, artists, and professionals keep detailed records of their practice. They review their performance. They analyze their mistakes. They set new goals. They know exactly what they need to work on, and they attack those areas relentlessly. You must do the same. Do not practice blindly. Take notes. Review your work. Find the areas where you need to improve, and focus on them. Make adjustments. Fix mistakes. Keep refining. Every session should be better than the last. That is how you get ahead. That is how you surpass the competition. The truth is, most people do not have the discipline to practice this way. They want shortcuts. They want easy results. They do not want to go through the struggle, and that is why they never become the best. But if you are willing to do what others will not, if you are willing to show up every day with full focus and effort, you will rise above everyone else. There will be days when you do not feel like practicing. There will be moments when you are tired, frustrated, and ready to quit. But those are the days that separate the average from the great. The best do not let their feelings dictate their actions. They train no matter what. They show up even when they do not want to. They do the work even when it is hard, and that is why they succeed. You must treat every practice session like it is your last chance to improve. Never go through the motions. Never waste time. Give your full energy to every repetition. Push yourself harder than you think you can. Mastery is not for those who take it easy. It is for those who demand the highest standards from themselves. The best performers are obsessed with growth. They are never satisfied. They always look for ways to improve. They do not settle for being good. They push to be great. And then they push beyond that. They never stop learning. They never stop refining. They never stop getting better. You must have that same mindset. Never think you have arrived. Never believe you have reached your full potential. There is always another level. There is always more to learn. There is always a way to get better. If you adopt that mindset, you will never stop improving. And if you never stop improving, you will eventually become the best. Success is not about luck. It is not about natural talent. It is about disciplined, focused, and intentional practice. It is about putting in the effort every single day, even when no one is watching. It is about doing the hard work that others avoid. So ask yourself, are you practicing with full focus and effort? Are you training with a clear goal? Are you pushing yourself to improve every single day? Or are you just going through the motions, hoping to get better without real effort? The choice is yours. But remember this, you will never reach the top by doing what is easy. You will never become the best by taking shortcuts. You will never stand out if you practice like everyone else. If you want to be the best, you must train like the best. No distractions, no excuses, no wasted time, just pure focused effort. That is the path to mastery. That is how you become the best at anything. Number 2, study the best and apply their winning strategies. You must learn from those who have already achieved greatness. You must study the best, analyze what they do differently, and apply their winning strategies to your own life. Success leaves clues, but only those who are willing to observe, learn, and apply those lessons will rise to the top. Most people try to figure things out on their own. They waste years making unnecessary mistakes because they refuse to study those who have already succeeded. That is why they struggle. That is why they remain average. The best do not try to reinvent the wheel. They study those who have already mastered the game. They learn from their successes, their failures, their habits, and their mindset. And then, they take those lessons and apply them to their own journey. When you study the best, you get a roadmap. You see what works and what does not. You understand the sacrifices they made, the challenges they overcame, and the strategies that helped them rise to the top. This is not about copying someone else. It is about learning the principles that lead to mastery and adapting them to your own path. You must choose your mentors wisely. Not everyone who claims to be successful is worth studying. Find the real experts. Look for those who have proven results. Those who have built something great with discipline and hard work. Read their books. Watch their interviews. Analyze their decisions and break down their methods. The more you understand their mindset, the more you can implement it into your own life. Do not just admire success. Study it. Look at how the best train, how they prepare, how they think. Pay attention to their routines, their discipline, their ability to handle pressure. Notice how they overcome obstacles, how they make decisions, how they push through setbacks. There are patterns to success, and if you are willing to study them, you can accelerate your own growth. Most people look at successful individuals and only see the results. They see the championships, the wealth, the achievements, but they do not see the years of work behind it. They do not see the discipline, the failures, the sacrifices. If you want to be the best, you must look deeper. Do not just focus on what they have now. Focus on what they did to get there. Every great performer, athlete, entrepreneur, and expert has a system. They do not leave their success to chance. They have specific routines, habits, and strategies that they follow every day. If you do not have a system, you are hoping for success instead of creating it. That is why you must study the best and apply their principles. One of the most important things to study is their mindset. Success is not just about skill. It is about how you think. The best think differently. They believe in themselves when others doubt them. They stay focused when others get distracted. They remain disciplined when others give up. They do not let emotions control their actions. They are relentless in their pursuit of greatness. If you can develop that mindset, you will be unstoppable. You must also study their work ethic. The best do not just work hard. They work smart. They focus on high-impact activities. They do not waste time on things that do not move them forward. They are strategic about their efforts. They know exactly where to put their energy. If you want to be the best, you must adopt the same approach. Stop wasting time on things that do not matter. Start focusing on the actions that will lead to real progress. The best are obsessed with improvement. They never settle. They do not get comfortable. Even when they are at the top, they are still looking for ways to get better. That is why they continue to dominate. They do not allow themselves to plateau. If you want to reach the highest level, you must have that same hunger for growth. Never think you have arrived. Never believe you know everything. There is always more to learn, more to refine, more to master. Another key lesson you must learn from the best is how they handle failure. Most people let failure break them. They lose confidence. They make excuses. They quit. But the best see failure differently. They use it as fuel. They learn from their mistakes. They adapt, adjust, and come back stronger. They do not let setbacks define them. They use them as stepping stones to greater success. You must also study their ability to handle pressure. The best do not crack under stress. They thrive in difficult situations. They know how to stay calm, how to think clearly, how to perform at their highest level, even when everything is on the line. If you want to be the best, you must develop that ability. You cannot let fear, stress, or doubt control you. You must train yourself to stay strong, no matter what. The best also surround themselves with excellence. They do not waste time with negative, lazy, or unmotivated people. They build a network of winners, people who push them, challenge them, and keep them accountable. If you want to rise to the top, you must do the same. Surround yourself with those who inspire you to be better. Stay away from those who bring you down. Studying the best does not mean you have to follow their exact path. Everyone's journey is different, but the principles of success are universal. Hard work, discipline, focus, resilience. These things apply to every field. Find what works, apply it, and make it your own. Adapt their strategies to fit your strengths, your goals, and your situation. The truth is, most people will never do this. They will admire success from a distance, but they will never take the time to break it down, to learn from it, to apply it. That is why they stay average. If you want to be different, if you want to separate yourself from the crowd, you must take this seriously. Become a student of success. Treat it like a science. Study the best with intensity, and apply what you learn with discipline. Greatness is not reserved for a select few. It is available to anyone willing to study, learn, and apply the right principles. The best were not born that way. They became that way through dedication, through learning, through relentless action. You can do the same, but you must be willing to do the work. So ask yourself, are you actively studying those who have already achieved what you want? Are you applying their strategies to your own life? Or are you just hoping for success without a plan? The answers to those questions will determine your future. Success is not a mystery. It is a formula. It has been done before, and it can be done again, but only if you are willing to study, learn, and execute. Start today. Find the best in your field. Study their habits, their mindset, their work ethic. Break down their strategies. Apply what works. Eliminate what does not. Keep refining. Keep improving. Keep pushing forward. If you do this with consistency and discipline, you will eventually become one of the best. That is how you rise to the top. That is how you win. Number 3. Stay consistent with disciplined actions and strong habits. You must take disciplined actions every single day. You cannot show up once in a while. You cannot be motivated for a week and then disappear. The best do not rely on short bursts of effort. They build strong habits that keep them moving forward, even when they do not feel like it. Success is not a one-time event. It is the result of repeated actions over a long period. Most people fail because they are inconsistent. They start strong, but they do not follow through. They work hard for a few days, and then they slow down. They let distractions, emotions, and excuses control them. That is why they never reach their full potential. If you want to be the best, you must be different. You must be disciplined in your actions. You must show up and do the work every single day. Whether you feel like it or not, you cannot rely on motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Discipline is what keeps you going when motivation fades. The best in any field have habits that make success inevitable. They do not wake up and decide whether or not they will put in the work. They have already decided. They have routines that they follow without question. They do not negotiate with themselves. They do not look for an easier way. They commit to the process, and they stay consistent no matter what. Discipline is what separates the great from the average. Most people do what is easy. They only work hard when they feel inspired. They only push themselves when it is convenient. That is why they stay stuck. That is why they never break through. The best do not wait for the right moment. They create the right moment through disciplined action. Every action you take is a vote for the person you are becoming. If you train yourself to take consistent action, success becomes your identity. You no longer have to force yourself to do the work. It becomes who you are. But if you allow yourself to be inconsistent, you build the habit of quitting. You train yourself to give up when things get hard. This is why you must set clear standards for yourself. Do not let your emotions decide your actions. Do not let distractions pull you away from your goals. Make a commitment to yourself and stick to it. Decide what needs to be done and do it, no matter what. That is how you develop the habits of a winner. Strong habits are built through repetition. The more you do something, the more natural it becomes. At first, discipline will feel uncomfortable. Your mind will resist it. You will want to take the easy way out, but if you push through, your habits will become automatic. You will no longer have to force yourself to stay consistent. It will become second nature. Every great achiever has disciplined habits that set them apart. They wake up at the same time. They train at the same time. They study at the same time. They follow a strict schedule. They do not allow laziness, distractions, or negative thoughts to break their rhythm. They protect their focus. They do not waste time on things that do not matter. If you want to reach the highest level, you must structure your days for success. You cannot leave things to chance. You must have a routine that keeps you accountable. You must have a plan that forces you to stay on track. Without structure, you will drift. Without discipline, you will fall behind. The best do not let that happen. They control their time. They protect their habits. They follow a system that keeps them winning. You must also remove any behaviors that weaken your discipline. Stop making excuses. Stop looking for shortcuts. Stop surrounding yourself with people who encourage bad habits. The more disciplined you become, the more you will separate yourself from those who lack focus. Most people are not willing to do this. That is why most people never become great. Consistency is not just about doing the right things. It is about doing them at a high level every time. The best do not go through the motions. They do not put in half-hearted effort. They treat every session, every practice, every task with intensity. They know that every action matters. They know that excellence is built through repetition. You must train yourself to perform at a high level, even when no one is watching. You cannot cut corners. You cannot take days off from discipline. The best do not just work hard when they feel like it. They work hard all the time. They push themselves every single day, even when no one is holding them accountable. Your future will be decided by your daily actions. Every day is an opportunity to get better. Every decision you make is either moving you closer to your goals or further away. There is no standing still. You are either improving or you are declining. The best understand this. That is why they refuse to let a single day go to waste. The truth is, most people will never develop this level of discipline. They will always look for an easier way. They will always find reasons to be inconsistent. That is why most people never reach their potential. If you want to be the best, you must rise above that mindset. You must commit to disciplined action, no matter what. When you stay consistent, you create unstoppable momentum. At first, progress may seem slow. You may not see immediate results. But if you stay disciplined, everything will start to compound. Your skills will improve. Your confidence will grow. Your results will multiply. And eventually, you will reach a level that most people only dream of. Success is not built in a day. It is built over time, through disciplined actions and strong habits. You must be willing to do the work, day after day, week after week, year after year. That is how you separate yourself. That is how you rise to the top. So ask yourself, are you staying consistent? Are you taking disciplined actions every single day? Are you building strong habits that will take you to the next level? Or are you letting distractions and emotions control you? Your answers will determine your future. If you want to be the best, you cannot afford to be inconsistent. You cannot afford to be undisciplined. Make the decision right now. Commit to disciplined action. Build strong habits. Stay consistent and never stop pushing forward. Number 4, build unshakable confidence by proving yourself through results. Confidence is not something you are born with. It is something you build. It is something you earn. It does not come from wishful thinking. It does not come from empty affirmations. It comes from results. When you see yourself improving, when you see the proof of your hard work, your confidence becomes unshakable. Most people struggle with confidence because they do not have results to back it up. They try to believe in themselves without doing the work. They try to feel confident without proving anything. That is why their confidence is weak. It crumbles under pressure. It disappears when things get difficult. Real confidence does not work that way. Real confidence is built through action. If you want to believe in yourself, you must give yourself a reason to believe. You must prove to yourself that you are capable. You must see the evidence of your progress. That is what makes confidence real. That is what makes it strong. It is not just a feeling, it is a belief built on proof. This is why results matter. When you see results, you eliminate doubt. You do not have to convince yourself that you are improving. You can see it. You do not have to pretend to be confident. You become confident naturally. The best do not need to fake confidence, because their actions have already proven their ability. The only way to build confidence is through small wins. Every time you take action and see progress, your confidence grows. Every time you push yourself and succeed, your belief in yourself gets stronger. Confidence is not built in a single moment. It is built over time through consistent effort and real results. Most people never develop this kind of confidence because they never push themselves far enough to see results. They hesitate. They hold back. They let fear stop them. They want to feel confident before they take action. But that is not how it works. You do not wait for confidence to act. You act and confidence follows. You must be willing to face discomfort. You must be willing to push past fear. Every time you step outside your comfort zone, you prove to yourself that you are capable of more. Every time you overcome a challenge, you prove that you can handle pressure. This is how you train your mind to be strong. This is how you build the kind of confidence that cannot be shaken. The best do not let fear control them. They do not let doubt stop them. They take action despite uncertainty. They take risks. They test their limits. And because they do this, they develop an unshakable belief in themselves. Your confidence will be built through hard work. It will be built through discipline. It will be built through mastery. The more skilled you become, the more certain you will be in your ability. The better you get, the more confidence you will have. That is why you must focus on improvement. Every single day, you must set goals that challenge you. You must track your progress. You must measure your success with real evidence. When you can look back and see how far you have come, your confidence will grow. You will know that you have earned it. You will not have to force yourself to believe. You will believe because the proof is undeniable. Most people never take this approach. They try to build confidence by avoiding failure. They stay in their comfort zone. They avoid situations that test them. But that only makes their confidence weaker. When you avoid challenges, you train your mind to doubt itself. You teach yourself that you are not capable. And over time, this weakens your self-belief. You must do the opposite. You must seek challenges. You must embrace difficulty. The harder the challenge, the greater the confidence you will build. When you overcome something that once seemed impossible, your mind changes. You start to see yourself differently. You start to believe in your ability to handle anything. This is why failure is necessary. If you never fail, you will never grow. If you never face setbacks, you will never develop resilience. The best in the world have failed more times than most people have even tried. But they kept going. They kept improving. And because of that, their confidence became unshakable. Your confidence is a reflection of your preparation. When you are prepared, you feel certain. When you have put in the work, you have nothing to fear. Most people lack confidence because they are not prepared. They know they have not done enough. They know they have not trained hard enough. That is why they hesitate. That is why they doubt themselves. If you want to be confident, be prepared. If you want to trust yourself, do the work. Confidence does not come from telling yourself you are ready. It comes from knowing you are ready. And you will only know you are ready when you have done what is necessary. This is why you must be obsessed with improvement. You must always be looking for ways to get better. The more skilled you become, the more confident you will be. Confidence and confidence go hand in hand. The best are confident because they have developed elite skills. They have put in the hours. They have tested themselves in real situations. You cannot fake confidence. You cannot pretend to be the best. If you have not put in the work, it will show. When pressure comes, when challenges appear, your weaknesses will be exposed. That is why you must focus on real mastery. That is why you must put in the work before you expect to feel confident. Your confidence is your responsibility. No one else can give it to you. No one else can make you believe in yourself. You must earn it. You must take actions that build belief. You must create proof that you are getting better. That is how you develop the kind of confidence that never wavers. When you have this kind of confidence, nothing can shake you. No criticism can break you. No failure can stop you. You will know that you have earned your success. You will know that you are capable of handling anything. And that belief will carry you through every challenge, every setback, every moment of doubt. So ask yourself, have you earned your confidence? Have you put in the work? Have you proven to yourself that you can succeed? If not, start today. Start taking action. Start building results. Because once you do, your confidence will become unstoppable. Number 5. Develop unstoppable focus by eliminating every single distraction. Focus is the key to mastery. Without it, progress is slow, results are weak, and potential is wasted. If you want to be the best, you must develop unstoppable focus. You must train your mind to block out distractions. You must take full control of your attention. Distractions are the enemy of success. Every time you lose focus, you lose momentum. Every time your attention is pulled away, your progress slows down. Most people never achieve greatness because they let distractions control them. They let their focus be stolen by things that do not matter. You must eliminate every single distraction. Not some, not most. Every single one. You must become ruthless with your time. You must take full control of your environment. You must create a space where deep focus is your default state. Most people struggle with focus because they allow distractions into their lives. They check their phone every few minutes. They allow social media to consume their time. They surround themselves with people who drain their energy, and then they wonder why they never achieve their goals. If you want to be unstoppable, you must remove everything that weakens your focus. You must take control of your time. You must decide what deserves your attention and what does not. Because if you do not control your focus, someone else will. Your phone is a distraction. Every unnecessary notification pulls your attention away. Every time you check your messages, you lose momentum. If you want to stay focused, turn off every notification that is not essential. Better yet, put your phone in another room when you are working. Do not let it control you. Social media is a distraction. Most people waste hours scrolling through other people's lives while neglecting their own. If you want to be the best, limit your time on social media. Use it with intention, not as a habit. Do not let it steal your focus. Negative people are a distraction. The people you surround yourself with will either push you forward or hold you back. If they are not helping you grow, they are distracting you from your goals. Protect your focus by protecting your environment. Choose wisely who you spend time with. Unnecessary tasks are distractions. Most people fill their day with busy work that does not move them forward. They mistake activity for progress, but being busy is not the same as being productive. You must focus only on the tasks that truly matter. Entertainment is a distraction. Watching too much TV, playing video games, or wasting time on things that do not serve your goals will destroy your focus. You must have discipline. You must choose long-term success over short-term pleasure. Your mind is a battlefield. If you do not control your thoughts, they will control you. Overthinking, worrying, and dwelling on negativity will drain your focus. You must train your mind to stay present. You must direct your thoughts toward your goals. If you want to develop unstoppable focus, you must create a structure that supports it. You must have a routine that eliminates distractions. You must build habits that strengthen your concentration. You must make focus a daily priority. Start by setting clear goals. When you have a strong purpose, it is easier to stay focused. When you know exactly what you are working toward, distractions lose their power. Every day, remind yourself why you started. Keep your vision clear. Create a workspace that supports deep focus. Remove anything that does not belong. Keep it simple. Make sure it is a place where you can concentrate without interruptions. Your environment should help you, not hurt you. Use time blocks for deep work. Set a specific amount of time to work without interruptions. Turn off all distractions. Let nothing take your attention away. When the time is up, take a short break, then repeat. This will train your mind to stay locked in. Practice mindfulness. Train yourself to stay present. When you work, work. When you rest, rest. Do not mix the two. Most people waste time because they are never fully engaged in what they are doing. Develop the ability to focus deeply on one thing at a time. Eliminate multitasking. It is a myth. The brain is not designed to focus on multiple things at once. Every time you switch tasks, you lose focus. Instead, do one thing at a time with full attention. Finish it, then move on. Train your brain for focus. Just like a muscle, your ability to concentrate gets stronger with practice. Start small. Focus deeply for short periods. Then increase the duration over time. The more you train, the better you will get. Be disciplined with your time. Schedule your day. Decide in advance when you will work and when you will rest. Do not leave it to chance. When it is time to focus, eliminate all distractions and commit fully. Stay healthy. Your focus is directly affected by your physical state. If you do not take care of your body, your mind will suffer. Get enough sleep. Eat the right foods. Exercise regularly. A strong body supports a strong mind. Be patient. Focus is not built overnight. It takes time. It takes effort. But every day you train your mind to stay locked in, you get stronger. Every day you resist distractions. Your discipline grows. Most people will never develop unstoppable focus. They will continue to allow distractions to steal their time. They will continue to waste hours on things that do not matter. But you have a choice. You can take control. You can decide to eliminate every distraction. And when you do, you will separate yourself from the rest. You will move faster. You will achieve more. You will become the best at what you do. Because in a world full of distractions, the one who can focus will always win. Number 6. Strengthen your mind with relentless learning and adaptation. Your mind is your greatest tool. It determines how far you go in life. If you want to become the best at anything, you must make it stronger every single day. You must train it, challenge it, and push it beyond its limits. The people who rise to the top are not just talented or lucky, they are the ones who never stop learning. They are the ones who keep adapting no matter what obstacles come their way. Most people stop learning the moment they leave school. They think education is something that happens in a classroom, but real learning is a lifelong process. It is the difference between those who stay the same and those who rise above. If you want to be the best, you must commit to relentless learning. You must train your mind to absorb new knowledge. You must develop the ability to learn from every situation. Every challenge, every mistake, and every failure is an opportunity to grow. But most people miss these lessons because they are not paying attention. They do not see setbacks as learning experiences. They complain, they make excuses, and they stay stuck. You cannot afford to be like them. You must make learning a daily habit. Every single day, you must expose your mind to new ideas. You must read books, study successful people, and seek knowledge that sharpens your thinking. You must challenge your own beliefs. The moment you stop learning, you stop growing. But knowledge alone is not enough. You must apply what you learn. Most people consume information but never use it. They read books but do not change their behavior. They listen to advice but do not take action. Knowledge without action is useless. If you want to be great, you must use what you learn to improve your skills, your decisions, and your strategies. The world is constantly changing. If you do not adapt, you will be left behind. What worked yesterday may not work tomorrow. What made you successful today may not keep you successful in the future. The best in the world are always evolving. They are always looking for ways to improve. They do not get comfortable. They do not settle. You must develop the mindset of a student. Always be curious. Always seek new perspectives. Be open to change. The people who resist change stay stuck in the past. The people who embrace it create the future. If you want to be the best, you must be flexible. You must be willing to adjust your strategies when needed. Most people fear change. They resist it because it is uncomfortable. But growth does not happen in comfort. If you want to become unstoppable, you must train your mind to see change as an opportunity, not a threat. You must learn to adapt quickly. When things do not go as planned, you must adjust and keep moving forward. You must also develop mental toughness. Learning and adapting are not always easy. There will be setbacks. There will be failures. But you must train your mind to handle them. You must develop the ability to stay strong under pressure. Most people break when things get hard. They let difficulties shake their confidence. But if you want to be great, you must stay steady, no matter what happens. Mental strength comes from challenging yourself. Do things that push you out of your comfort zone. Put yourself in situations that force you to grow. If you only do what is easy, you will stay weak. But if you constantly push your limits, you will become stronger. Learning also comes from experience. You cannot just read about success. You must go out and earn it. You must take risks. You must put yourself in the game. You must be willing to fail because failure is one of the greatest teachers. The best in the world are not afraid to fail. They use every failure as a lesson. They analyze their mistakes, adjust their approach, and come back stronger. They do not let failure define them. They let it refine them. If you want to be great, you must have the same mindset. You must surround yourself with people who challenge you. If you are always the smartest person in the room, you are in the wrong room. Find mentors. Learn from people who have already achieved what you want to achieve. Absorb their wisdom. Let their experiences guide you. Never think you know it all. The moment you believe you have nothing left to learn is the moment you stop growing. The best athletes, Entrepreneurs and leaders are always students. They never stop improving. They never stop refining their skills. Take full responsibility for your growth. Do not wait for someone to teach you. Seek knowledge on your own. If you want to be the best, you must be obsessed with learning. You must wake up every day with the mindset of getting better. Commit to daily learning. Read, listen, observe. Learn from people, from books, from experiences. Train your mind like you train your body. Strengthen it with knowledge. Sharpen it with new ideas. Challenge it with difficult tasks. Be relentless in your growth. Never stop pushing forward. Never stop seeking improvement. The world belongs to those who learn fast. Adapt quickly and keep growing. No matter what, if you commit to this, there is no limit to how great you can become. Number 7. Take massive action instead of waiting for perfect conditions. Taking massive action is the key to success. It doesn't matter how many plans, ideas, or strategies you have in mind if you don't take action. Action is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. Most people fail because they wait for the perfect conditions to take action. But here's the truth. Perfect conditions will never come. If you wait for everything to be just right, you will never move forward. Life will never align perfectly with your plans. And if you wait for the perfect moment, you will miss out on countless opportunities. Perfection is a trap. The fear of not doing things perfectly will paralyze you. Waiting for the stars to align before you make a move will keep you stuck, while others who are taking action will continue to progress. The people who rise to the top do not wait for conditions to be perfect. They act despite uncertainty. They act in the face of challenges. They act even when they don't have all the answers. Most successful people took massive action long before they felt ready. They jumped into the unknown, took risks, and learned along the way. You have to adopt this mindset. I don't need perfect conditions to succeed. I only need the will to start and the courage to keep moving forward. Think about this for a moment. If you spend all your time preparing for the perfect moment, you might find yourself spending years preparing. The truth is that if you never take action, you'll never know if your ideas, dreams, or plans will work. It's only through taking massive action that you can test, adjust, and grow. When you take massive action, you allow yourself to gain valuable experience. You will make mistakes, but that's exactly how you learn. You will get knocked down, but that's how you grow stronger. It's not about doing everything perfectly. It's about doing things and learning from them. Action teaches you lessons that reading books or watching motivational videos never can. Taking action puts you in the arena, and the more you do it, the better you will become. Some people think they have to have everything figured out before they make a move. They spend too much time overthinking. They overanalyze every decision and fear making the wrong choice. But the reality is that action is a learning process. You don't have to know every step before you take it. You just need to take the first step. Once you take that step, you'll learn from it, and then you take the next. And that's how progress is made. Success doesn't require waiting for the perfect conditions. It requires determination, the willingness to face discomfort, and the ability to adapt when things go wrong. Every successful person has faced obstacles, setbacks, and imperfect situations. What set them apart was their ability to keep moving forward, despite it all. They didn't wait for ideal conditions. They created their own conditions through massive action. You cannot wait for the perfect plan. The best plans often emerge as a result of doing, experimenting, and adjusting. You have to take action without knowing everything in advance. Don't waste time waiting for all the stars to align. Take the first step and let the process unfold. Massive action doesn't have to mean overwhelming yourself. It doesn't mean doing everything at once. It means committing to consistent, persistent effort, regardless of whether the path is clear. It means making progress every single day, no matter how small the steps may seem. When you take action, you start to build momentum. The hardest part is always the first step, but once you get moving, you'll feel the energy building. The more action you take, the more you learn, and the more confident you become. Taking action will gradually create the results you're looking for. Even if you don't have all the answers, the act of moving forward will lead you to the right ones. But here's the reality. Taking massive action means taking risks. It means putting yourself out there, even if you're not sure of the outcome. It's scary, it's uncomfortable, but it's also the only way to grow. Most people avoid risk. They avoid taking chances because they fear failure. But failure is part of the process. It is how you learn, grow, and refine your approach. Every time you fail, you get closer to success. The people who become great at what they do are not afraid to fail. They know that failure is just another form of feedback. It shows them where they need to improve and helps them course correct. The key is not to fear failure, but to embrace it as a stepping stone to success. Take action, even when you're scared, even when you're unsure. The fear will always be there, but you cannot let it control you. Instead of letting fear stop you, let it fuel you. Use that fear as motivation to take the first step. Fear is a sign that you're on the right track. It means you're stretching yourself, growing and stepping outside of your comfort zone. Action also means making decisions. When you take action, you have to make decisions, sometimes fast, sometimes tough. The longer you wait, the more you allow doubt and fear to creep in. But when you make decisions and take action, you create momentum that pushes you forward. The more decisions you make, the easier it becomes to make the next one. Success is built on decision making. It's about taking action in the face of uncertainty and continuing to move forward with confidence. You don't have to wait for everything to be perfect before you start. Stop overthinking. Stop hesitating. The only thing standing between you and success is the decision to take action. As soon as you take that first step, the rest will follow. You'll adjust, adapt, and learn as you go, but you must take that first step. Your dreams and goals are waiting for you to act, but you can't just wish for them. You have to work for them. You have to put in the effort, and that effort starts with massive action. It's easy to get caught up in planning and thinking, but nothing happens unless you act. Take that first step, now. Don't wait for the right moment. There is no perfect moment. The perfect moment is the one you create by taking action. The people who are successful are the ones who take action. They don't let fear stop them. They don't wait for perfect conditions. They make things happen. If you want to be one of them, you need to stop waiting and start. Take massive action now. Take massive action now and watch as everything starts to fall into place. Number 8. Stay hungry by setting bigger goals and higher standards. Staying hungry for success is the key to becoming the best at anything. It's the hunger, the drive, and the relentless pursuit of improvement that sets you apart from others. If you're satisfied with what you have right now, if you're comfortable with your current position, you're not going to reach your full potential. To become the best, you need to constantly raise the bar, set bigger goals, and set higher standards for yourself. This hunger is what will push you beyond your limits, and it's what will help you break through barriers that others simply can't. Most people set goals, but then they stop. They achieve a certain level of success and think, that's enough. They get comfortable. But comfort doesn't breed success. Comfort doesn't breed greatness. If you want to be the best, you have to stay hungry and keep pushing for more. You need to keep setting bigger goals for yourself. Goals that make you uncomfortable. Goals that challenge you to stretch your limits. It's easy to settle for mediocrity when you've reached a certain level of success. Many people think they've made it once they've achieved a small win. But success is not about what you've achieved. It's about what you're still striving for. The best people in any field are always looking for ways to improve, to raise the stakes, and to achieve even more. They don't stop when they reach a milestone. They set a new one. They're never satisfied with the status quo. This hunger for growth and success comes from having a vision that's bigger than your current reality. It comes from seeing the potential for more, the potential for greatness. When you set bigger goals, you're constantly moving forward. You're constantly evolving. Every time you achieve one goal, you immediately move on to the next, making it bigger and more challenging than the last. This cycle of setting and achieving bigger goals is what keeps you hungry and keeps you progressing. Your goals should stretch you. They should force you to grow. The goals you set should not be comfortable or easy. They should be ambitious and challenging. You should be excited and slightly scared of them. If you're not feeling a little nervous about your goals, you're not aiming high enough. Your goals should push you to improve every single day. They should demand your best effort and commitment. To become the best, you must consistently strive for higher standards. The best do not just meet expectations. They exceed them. They don't just do what's required, they do more. They don't settle for average. They strive for excellence in everything they do. Raising your standards means expecting more from yourself than anyone else would. It means committing to doing things at a level that sets you apart from the crowd. The higher your standards, the higher your performance. Think about the people who are truly successful. They don't just want to be good at what they do. They want to be the best. They want to set the standard that everyone else has to follow. They constantly challenge themselves to do better, to be better, and to reach higher levels of achievement. They stay hungry by setting bigger goals and higher standards. Setting bigger goals is also about expanding your vision. Most people limit themselves by only seeing what's immediately in front of them. They think small because they feel small. But when you expand your vision, you unlock your potential. You start to see the possibilities that you hadn't noticed before. Setting bigger goals forces you to look beyond your current circumstances and imagine what could be. Every time you reach a goal, you should feel proud, but also hungry for the next one. Satisfaction is a momentary feeling, but hunger is what drives you every day. When you achieve one goal, celebrate briefly, but then quickly shift your focus to the next. Let your hunger guide you. Raising your standards also means making choices that align with your bigger goals. You can't keep doing the same things and expect different results. You have to make smarter choices. You have to stop tolerating mediocrity in yourself and in others. You have to hold yourself accountable to the highest standards, even when no one is watching. This means being disciplined, committed, and focused on your objectives. When you raise your standards, you elevate every aspect of your life. The danger of settling for less than your best is that it creates a cycle of complacency. Once you settle, it's hard to get back up and push for more. You start accepting mediocrity, and mediocrity becomes your reality. But when you stay hungry and consistently set higher goals and standards, you continue to raise your level of achievement. You keep pushing forward, and you keep growing. It's easy to become complacent when you achieve a certain level of success, but true growth comes when you push beyond what's comfortable. The hunger to be better, to do better, and to achieve more will continue to propel you forward. The best in any field are always the ones who are hungry for more. They never rest on their laurels. They never stop pushing themselves to new heights. To stay hungry, you need to surround yourself with people who challenge you. You need to be in an environment that pushes you to raise your standards and set bigger goals. When you're around people who are constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible, you start to do the same. You start to see what's possible when you don't settle for less. It's also important to remember that staying hungry means not getting too attached to the past. Your past accomplishments are behind you. What you did yesterday does not define who you are today or who you will be tomorrow. Each day is a new opportunity to raise your standards and set new goals. Don't live in the past. Focus on the future and the possibilities ahead of you. In order to stay hungry, you have to keep your mind focused on your bigger vision. Don't let distractions pull you off course. Don't let small wins or setbacks derail your momentum. Stay focused on what's next. Stay focused on what's possible. Your hunger for more is what will keep you going when things get tough. It's what will keep you motivated when the journey feels long and difficult. When you set bigger goals, you open yourself up to new possibilities. You challenge yourself to break free from your limitations. You stop playing small and start playing big. And with each new goal you set, you prove to yourself that you're capable of achieving more. You prove to yourself that your potential is limitless. Staying hungry also means taking massive action to reach your goals. It's not enough to just have big goals and high standards. You have to work relentlessly to achieve them. You have to commit to doing whatever it takes, every single day. This means putting in the work when no one is watching, pushing yourself when it gets tough, and refusing to settle for anything less than your best. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let self-doubt prevent you from setting higher goals. The best have the same doubts and fears, but they use them as fuel to keep pushing forward. Stay hungry by challenging yourself to do what others won't. Set higher standards for yourself and then meet them. Don't let anyone or anything stop you from pursuing your dreams. Keep raising the bar. Keep setting bigger goals and higher standards. Never stop growing. Never stop striving for more. Stay hungry, and success will be the result. Number 9. Train harder than everyone else to dominate your field. Training harder than everyone else is a powerful and essential part of becoming the best at anything. It's not just about showing up and putting in the hours. It's about going above and beyond what others are willing to do. If you want to dominate your field, you can't be content with doing just enough. You have to push yourself further, dig deeper, and commit to working harder and smarter than the competition. The reality is that success isn't handed to you. It's earned. The best in any field didn't get there by doing the same thing everyone else did. They got there by working harder, by out-training their competitors, and by consistently pushing the limits of their capabilities. They didn't stop at good enough. They reached for excellence, they stretched themselves, and they trained relentlessly until they reached the top. If you want to dominate your field, you must be willing to train harder than anyone else. When you train harder, you build a resilience that others simply don't have. This resilience comes from putting in the work when it's uncomfortable, when it's inconvenient, when it feels like you can't go any further. It comes from pushing through pain, both physical and mental, and finding the strength to keep going when others would quit. This is what separates the average from the elite. The elite never stop training. They never stop improving. They push themselves harder than anyone else because they understand that hard work is the key to success. The best athletes, entrepreneurs, and performers are the ones who wake up earlier, stay later, and push through when everyone else gives up. They understand that greatness doesn't come easily. It requires sacrifice. It requires dedication. And it requires relentless, consistent effort. When you train harder, you're not just improving your skills, you're building the mental toughness needed to handle whatever challenges come your way. Training harder develops your ability to keep going, to stay focused, and to keep your eyes on the prize even when things get tough. This type of training is not just about physical effort, it's about mental effort as well. The mental game is just as important as the physical game when it comes to dominating your field. You have to train your mind to withstand the pressures that come with high performance. The best in the world understand this. They don't just train their bodies, they train their minds. They push their limits, they sharpen their focus, and they develop the mindset that is required to stay on top. If you don't train your mind, you'll never truly dominate your field. You'll never reach your full potential. But let's be clear, training harder doesn't just mean working more hours. It means working smarter as well. It means being strategic about how you train, about how you focus your energy, and about how you push yourself forward. Training harder means looking at your weaknesses and attacking them. It means knowing that the areas where you're not as strong are the areas where you need to improve the most. If you avoid your weaknesses, you will never dominate your field. You must confront them head-on and train harder to improve them. One key to training harder is embracing discomfort. Growth does not happen in comfort. If you're comfortable, you're not pushing hard enough. You need to seek out situations that challenge you. Whether it's taking on a difficult project, pushing your physical limits, or tackling a skill that you're not good at yet, those are the areas where you'll experience the most growth. It's in the discomfort that the magic happens. This is where you become stronger, better, and more prepared to face whatever comes your way. Training harder requires you to constantly challenge yourself, to face the difficult moments head-on, and to keep pushing forward even when you'd rather stop. But this type of training is not for the faint of heart. It's for those who are willing to do what others won't. It's for those who understand that the road to success is not easy, but it's worth it. Training harder means staying committed to your goals and not allowing distractions, excuses, or setbacks to derail your progress. It means showing up every single day, no matter how you feel, no matter the circumstances. It means doing what needs to be done, even when it's hard, even when it seems like no one is watching. Consistency is key when it comes to training harder. You cannot afford to take shortcuts or look for easy ways out. Every day you need to show up with the same intensity and commitment. You need to bring your best effort every single time you train, no matter what. Consistency builds momentum, and momentum leads to success. Without consistency, you will not make the progress you need to dominate your field. It's the everyday commitment to training harder that will pay off in the long run. The road to mastery is long, and it requires a level of commitment and effort that most people are not willing to put in. But it's that commitment to training harder that will eventually separate you from the pack. It's the people who are willing to make the sacrifices and put in the extra effort that rise to the top. They become the leaders in their fields, the ones others look up to and try to emulate. If you want to be one of those people, you have to be willing to train harder than anyone else. You also need to be willing to learn from the best. Training harder isn't just about putting in more time and energy. It's also about learning from those who have already achieved what you want to achieve. You need to seek out mentors, coaches, and experts who can guide you and help you improve your technique, your strategy, and your mindset. Even the best in the world continue to learn and improve, and you should be doing the same. Training harder means being open to feedback, being willing to adjust, and being committed to lifelong learning. Remember, the results of your hard work won't come overnight. The process of training harder is a long one, but the results are worth it. When you push yourself beyond your limits, when you train harder than anyone else, you build the foundation for long-term success. You don't just reach your goals, you exceed them. You don't just get by, you dominate. In every field, the best are the ones who have worked the hardest. They've put in the hours, the effort, and the determination to rise above the competition. They've shown up day after day, without fail, doing the work when no one else is. They've trained harder than anyone else, and that's why they're on top. If you want to be the best, you need to do the same. You need to train harder, push harder, and commit to putting in the work when others won't. Your success depends on how hard you're willing to train. If you're willing to do what others won't, to put in the effort that others are afraid to give, you will become unstoppable. You will dominate your field, and you will become the best. But it all starts with the decision to train harder than anyone else. Make that decision now, and never look back. Number 10. Sacrifice comfort and convenience to reach the highest level. Achieving the highest level of success in any field demands sacrifice. This isn't a pleasant or easy truth, but it's essential. If you are unwilling to let go of comfort and convenience, you will never reach your full potential. There are no shortcuts to greatness, and there is no path that allows you to stay in your comfort zone and still achieve the extraordinary. Greatness requires stepping into the unknown, pushing beyond what is comfortable, and doing things that feel difficult or even uncomfortable. It means making choices that are not always easy, but are necessary for your growth and success. The truth is, if you're content with where you are now, you'll never rise to the next level. If you're happy with mediocrity, you will stay there. But if you are determined to be the best, if you want to dominate your field, you must be willing to leave behind the things that keep you stuck in your current state. Comfort and convenience are the biggest enemies of progress. When you're too comfortable, you stop growing. When you seek convenience, you avoid the hard work required to push forward. Success doesn't come from taking the easy route. It comes from the willingness to sacrifice the things that hold you back. It's about being willing to push through the discomfort, the fatigue, the resistance, and the moments when you feel like giving up. Those who succeed at the highest level are the ones who make the sacrifices, who give up sleep, who give up their free time, who give up a life of ease in order to focus on the work required to reach the top. Comfort is a trap. It's a false sense of security that holds you back from your true potential. We all want comfort. We all want to relax and enjoy the good things in life. But when we give in to this desire for comfort, we rob ourselves of the opportunity to grow. Comfort may feel good in the moment, but it's the discomfort that will help you reach the highest level. It's the times when you have to push through the pain, the difficulty, and the exhaustion that shape you into the person you need to become. You can't reach the highest level of success if you refuse to give up your comfort. When you choose to sacrifice comfort, you are choosing to put in the hard work, the discipline, and the focus that is required for success. You are choosing to make decisions based on what will help you grow and move forward, rather than based on what is easy or feels good in the moment. You are choosing to prioritize your goals over instant gratification. This is the mindset that separates those who achieve greatness from those who settle for mediocrity. Convenience is just as much of a hindrance to success as comfort is. It's easy to fall into the trap of looking for the fastest, easiest way to achieve your goals. It's tempting to take shortcuts, to avoid hard work, or to look for the quick fix. But the truth is, there is no shortcut to the top. The highest levels of success require the long, hard road. They require perseverance, focus, and a willingness to do the work, even when it's not easy or convenient. Choosing convenience means avoiding the hard tasks. It means taking the easy path, which may give you some temporary relief, but won't help you in the long run. If you want to dominate your field, you need to abandon the idea of seeking convenience. You must be willing to put in the time and effort that others aren't willing to give. It's the people who work while others rest, who show up when others take shortcuts, who put in the extra hours that become the best. It's not about finding ways to make things easier. It's about finding ways to make things happen no matter how difficult or inconvenient. To reach the highest level, you have to learn to say no to the things that don't serve your goals. You have to stop giving your time and energy to things that are comfortable but unproductive. You have to stop indulging in distractions and instant gratification. This requires discipline and the ability to focus on what matters most. It requires that you put in the work, even when it's not easy or convenient, because you understand that success doesn't come from taking the easy way out. Sacrificing comfort and convenience is a daily choice. Every time you decide to put in the extra effort, every time you choose to push through the discomfort, every time you resist the temptation to take the easy route, you are making progress toward your highest goals. It's the consistent decision to do the hard things, the uncomfortable things, that will move you forward. And it's these daily decisions that will ultimately determine your success. But this sacrifice is not a one-time event. It's a lifestyle. You have to continuously make the choice to step outside your comfort zone, to put in the extra effort, and to resist the urge to take the easy way out. The more you make this choice, the easier it becomes to make it again and again. Over time, this commitment to sacrifice will become second nature. It will become a part of who you are, and you will find yourself pushing harder, working smarter, and staying more focused than ever before. The higher you climb, the more sacrifices you will have to make. There will be times when you need to give up your weekends, your social life, or your downtime in order to focus on your goals. There will be moments when you need to cut out distractions, stop seeking validation from others, and prioritize your personal growth. These sacrifices aren't always easy, and they can feel isolating or overwhelming at times. But every sacrifice you make brings you one step closer to your highest level of success. To truly dominate your field, you must develop the mindset that discomfort is not your enemy, it's your ally. Discomfort is what pushes you to grow. It's what forces you to rise to the challenge and stretch your abilities. The more you embrace discomfort, the more you will evolve. You will develop resilience, endurance, and strength, and you will be better equipped to face whatever obstacles come your way. Those who avoid discomfort will always be held back by their limitations, but those who embrace it will break through barriers and achieve what others deem impossible. When you sacrifice comfort and convenience, you are choosing to become the best. You are choosing to take control of your future and shape your destiny. The sacrifices you make today will pay off in the long run. They will give you the strength, the skills, and the mindset you need to succeed. Don't let the desire for comfort hold you back from achieving greatness. Embrace the hard work, the discomfort, and the sacrifices, because it's only through them that you will reach the highest level. Sacrifice comfort and convenience, and you will reach new heights. You will break through limitations, achieve your goals, and become the best version of yourself. This is not an easy path, but it is the only path to true success. Keep moving forward, even when it's difficult. Keep pushing yourself, even when the road gets tough. Because when you sacrifice comfort and convenience, you are choosing to rise above the ordinary and reach the extraordinary.